Well, at least we were able to get Mr. Matt on guard as our client. We know that he didn't do it, which is very important. So now what do we do? Well, we'll try it tomorrow, and we're gonna get this one chance. There's only one way to prove Mr. On Guard's innocence. We have to find the real killer. Okay, then let's start looking. What do you think you're doing? You can't come in without... Good morning. Hold on, it's you! What is going on around here? I heard poor Juan was killed. Is that true? It's a bad new one is what this is. Another steel samurai doing the most evil of deeds. No, that's not entirely... I'll have you know that when I was a huge fan of Juan's. Why do all the stars I'm interested in drop one by one like flies? It's always been that way, ever since I was a little boy. The cast times was fine. The other kids started calling me Queen Weeper. Well, your name is your evil spirit dies with 3. Actually, I want to ask you about the motto and what happened. Don't push me, boy! Mr. Nick? I didn't hear anything she said. Because he was talking too fast. Old man, can you please speak a little slower? Don't lost me a word, you specky-haired spotty pants! My dear Hammer died a year ago in that dreadful murder. And only recently did I finally find a star that makes his heart go ba-doom again. I don't know what to say. I asked you, why does every star I chill for always ends up kicking the bucket? I watch your words, no one's going to get away with saying anything bad about my Juan! I haven't said anything! Well, I don't believe a word that woman says anyway! Huh? What woman? That irritating backwater girl with the afro and the Hoba country accent! I mean, what is that man I was speaking supposed to be, and why does he never stop? Honestly, women these days, they don't know what the meaning of the word modesty. When I was a young maiden, I was so beautiful. But despite this, I pressed flowers. Pause. Are you thirsty? A little. Okay, I'll go get you some juice or something. Thank you very much. Hey! Are you paying attention? Youngins today! So I'm guessing this old bag got everything from the larder. I want to ask you about what happened around the time of the murder. I don't know anything about that. I was still getting ready. Getting ready for what? The show, of course. Well, and the press conference afterwards. Cue mysterious music for the magical press conference. Anyways, I don't know anything about the murder. Ah, I see. But if you're talking about what I saw, that's different. I saw it very clearly. What? I saw the most important moment of the night. The most important moment? You don't mean... Oh, so now you treat me with respect, you disrespectful child. When you speak to your elders, you should always be polite. Really, kids today. Please tell me, what did you see? The murder last night was gruesome, wasn't it? But then, what murder isn't? Please don't stray onto another tangent. Please. If you want to hear more, then show your respect and bring this lady a present! Looks like the investigation is still in full swing. The hotel staff and the police are running around like a bunch of headless chickens. I wonder if we do any investigating of our own in this kind of atmosphere. Well, got to roll up the sleeves and try, I guess. Hey, you're here! Been waiting for you, Mr. Lawyer. Hey, Mr. Cop fella, the thief stole his face! What? Arrest him! Put him on trial! Find him guilty! Give him the death penalty! What's wrong, Lotta? Are you feeling alright? Look here and there and up and down the mountain, but it ain't here! So why don't you just hurry up and give it back to me, ya creep? What are you looking for? My camera! C-A-M-E-R-A! It's my lifeblood! I'm gonna die without my $700 camera! Your camera? Look, don't a lot of people say the criminal always goes back to the scene of the crime? And looky, here you are! Yep, here I am, faced with a lot of trouble. Huh? So you lost your camera. It ain't no ordinary camera. You buy it in the store and it's $1,600 brand new. Huh? Didn't you say you bought it for $700? I had a nice time talking to the guy at the store. About 5 hours, I reckon. I made this itty bitty scratch on it. The man got all huffed up in the face. He gave me his talking to and was real mean about it too. He didn't make me quiet that. When did you lose your camera? Last night, after the murder happened. Must have been when I was busy running around looking into things. That's when I lost sight of my dear darling expensive sweetie. Lotta, what did you capture with that expensive camera of yours? I don't want to know. I snapped the shot of anything that caught my eye. So I don't remember. Besides, I couldn't get anything from my big scoop. I wonder if Lotta's missing camera is even connected to the murder. Lotta, please tell me what you know about what happened at the time of the murder. Well, from before the ceremony last night, I was hanging around here in this area. Yeah, actually, I was here until around the time Mr. Ungar was arrested. What were you doing here? You sure you want to school, city boy? Wherever a lot of hot girls, there's a sword to be found. A big scoop to be had. A big scoop. I told you before, I'm gonna get the best tablet photographer the world's ever seen. Well, of course, that means I'm always looking for the perfect shot. I wonder what scoops he was after this time. Although, I was also on the lookout for the other stars that were here. So maybe I wasn't here the entire time. Lotta, are you sure you weren't here the entire time? Take a picture for your big scoop? Well, maybe I was, and that's what real journalists do. I got some juicy inside info, so I thought to myself, why not get a picture for proof? What kind of story was it that you would hang around here? Oops, sorry, Mr. Lawyer. Can't pretend to use that. Trade secret, you know? Again, why does everyone have something to hide? Stop, haven't we? Yeah, take that, Mr. Lawyer! I'm glad someone around here is happy. Miss Lotta and your I will smile. Where are we? In Mr. Matt Unguard's dressing room. This is our client's room. May I help you with something? You're Mr. Unguard's lawyer, correct? I gathered as much. I also looked for lawyers on my end, but to no avail. How did you know I'm his lawyer? You were just saying that he is your client. In a situation like this, the only person who would use such a word would be his lawyer. Wow. It's a simple deduction, really. The trial tomorrow, and Mr. Ungod's situation is looking rather grim. So you came here, one stop in your mad dash to find clues to build his case, correct? Well, you're not totally right, but you're not totally off either. It's really not the time to be sung off, Mr. Nick. I'm Adrian Andrews. I hate to waste time, so let's get down to business. Alright. That's about appearances can be deceiving. I assume the first thing you need to know is what everyone was doing that night, correct? Yes, that is correct. I will tell you. Before the award ceremony, I had dinner with Mr. Ungod. In this very room, I might add. Dinner? What did you eat? I told you. I hate to waste time with trifling details. If you take a look at the table yourself, you won't need to ask me. A lot of fun at parties. When the award show was starting, I headed for Viola Hall. After the show ended, we came back to this room. Now, I had some small errands to run. I helped with the preparations in the lobby. Oh, post-ceremony show, I guess. When it was time for the post-ceremony show, I came back to call for Mr. Ungod. After that, I went to visit Mr. Kurita. That's where we found his body, isn't it? He held strong through everything. So about you and stuff right there. You won't seriously about to ask Mr. Ungod later, are you? Sorry. I have no idea how he could choose you as his lawyer. You have to go and say something like that. Mr. Nick, calm down and hang in there. I'll give you a shoulder rub to relieve your stress later, alright? I already gave you my name earlier, but I think I'm Mr. Ungod's manager. Did the victim, Mr. Kurita, have one? No, he did not. He didn't? The studios has a very different policy from Wright Studios. In that Wright Studio, there's not assigned individual managers to their stars. I see. This industry is very ruthless and unforgiving. Actually, this is unforgiving itself to your poor partner. Getting a little girl like that to places like this, honestly. You're wrong. I'm doing this to help Mystic Maya. Boys, calm down and hang in there. I'll buy you a juice later, alright? You're the victim, Mr. Kurita? Yes, I knew him. The world is such a small place after all. You know about his rival, Mr. Nicholas Samurai? Honestly, they were like children when it came to that. Time and time again, those two competed with each other over the most trivial things. Either one of them wasn't so stubborn that maybe no one would need to die. Knows more than she's letting on. That's why one Korea was killed. Do you have any ideas? That's why Mr. Kurita was murdered? Why would you ask me about such a thing? Just doing my job. So do you have any ideas? Miss Andrews? Sorry. There's nothing more I have to add to this conversation. Yes, I clocked Mr. Nick. Yes, this game's been more and more of these lately. Mr. Nick? Where are we? We're in Mr. Juan Kuita's room, pause. Mr. Kuita? The victim? Makes this the crime scene, too. Oh, it's you! So, what happened? The kidnapper, has he contacted you again? Not yet. He probably won't until we win Mr. Ungod's acquittal. You okay, pal? Hanging in there? I just want my head to be alright. We don't have a lot of time left. I'm going to help you as much as I can, pal. Can you do that? Get everyone to look around the crime scene. This is once. Special circumstances, right, pal? I'll even tell you everything I know. You gotta keep quiet. It's my neck on the line here. Thank you. Oh, that's right. I got you guys a map of the hotel, pal. Here you go, little missy. Wow, you're giving it to me? Thank you. I don't want you to get lost in a hotel too big for its own good. Mr. Nick, I got a map. That's great, pause. Mr. Nick, I can't read what it says. You know what was the cause of death? Well, technically, the final autopsy report isn't out yet, but one look at the victim should tell you, pal. It should. Yeah, here's a picture. There's a knife in his chest. Yeah, pal, that's the motor weapon. So he was stabbed to death. We're looking at the fingerprints down at the lab right now. Fingerprints on the knife? Yep. And it looks like they're pretty sure that Mr. Ongod's prints, pal. That's bad. Real bad. Why was Mr. Ongod arrested? Because we had evidence on him. Evidence? It looks like the victim, Juan Kuita, really put up a big fight. Yeah, look at the crime scene, you can tell. There's signs of a struggle everywhere. But yeah, during the fight, his button came off. Mr. Ongod said something about a button. That's not all. What? There's a witness, pal. A witness? Who was it? That lady. This old bag. Please. Anyone but her. Prosecution has plenty of evidence to make a solid case. Nick was that's a little off. That's it. That's for you to figure out, pal. Alright. Let's try to figure it out, Mr. Nick. This is water, isn't it? Beautiful wine glass. There's tomato juice in it. Tomato juice. I don't really like it much. the floor. She's right. The flower vase is broken and the makeup is strewn everywhere. Hey, is this grass the only thing that's still alright? So messy here. Tell me what they are, pretty please. Okay, that over there is a watch. Wear it on your wrist. Watches. Oops, for a second there, I forgot I was talking so last night. What if the stars had gone on stage after only eating a meal like this? Flowers, maybe? Flowers on the floor, but I don't know what they are. You know much about flowers, do you, Mr. Nick? Suitcase. There are so many things in there. I bet it really closes. These clothes, a dryer, an electronic shaver, a calculator. All sounds like too much subject, Mr. Kurita. Wow, there are a lot of bears. All popcorn, collector's editions, some teddies, plastic bottles. Hard to bear with all these problems. Growl. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? So about this wine glass. Haha, so you noticed it, pal. The whole crime scene was a mess, but this glass was the only thing that was untouched. You noticed that too, Detective Gumshoe? No. Actually, Miss Von Karma noticed it first. Yeah, I was noticing before me too. Hey, wait a minute. So does that mean Miss Von Karma's here at the hotel? Yeah, she's around. Man, you're going to be in so much trouble, pal. Especially if she catches you in here. Well, you can bet the instant I see her, I'll be winning the 1,000 meter dash. What's that beeping noise, Mr. Nick? I've heard this sound somewhere before. It's Miss Von Karma. Huh? For some reason, whenever I hear that sound, she pops out of nowhere and whips me. Think of it. It's exactly what happened the last time. Sorry, I gotta make myself scarce. Later, pal. At last, you reveal your true nature, Mr. Phoenix Wright. For a change. So you're the type to steal information from pitiful, hopeless detectives. That's very dishonorable of you. Hey! Don't run away, Scruffy McTrenchcoat! I didn't think the detectives in this country could be this pitiful. Ah! Detective, come over here for a second. I feel better now that you will man up to face your punishment. You're so scared he just throws up on the spot. Mr. Phoenix Wright! You have soiled my public prosecution record. I'll never forget that. This time, victory is mine! Victory is yours? Is that all this means to you? What? Come, Scruffy! The investigation briefing is about to begin. Yes, sir! This isn't over yet. I still have my family's honor! Ow! What does he throw at me now? What is this? Well, I guess this means I gotta head back to the precinct now, pal. If you ever need me, come down to the criminal affairs department, alright? If you can, try not to let Miss Von Karma see you. Mr. Nick, what's this piece of paper? It's called an autograph. Autograph? The paper's got Mr. Koida's name written on it. So it's his autograph. I can't read it at all. To be honest, I've never seen writing that looks like this. That's a special way of writing called cursive. Look here. See how it says "To my dearest Wendy" in more normal letters here? This cannot be unreadable writing. It's crazy and cool to give this to someone. Hold on. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. Oh, Mr. Wright, how are you? Mr. Powers, how you been here the entire time? Yeah, people connected to the remote aren't allowed to go home, let alone leave. Can you tell me a little more about the Nickel Samurai TV show? Okay. Nickel Samurai is an action hero program aimed towards kids. It's the sequel to the Steel Samurai. I see. This time, there are 3 Samurai brothers. Aluminum Samurai, Tin Samurai, and of course, the Nickel Samurai. It's a love why in Neo Old Tokyo. I see. Wait! A love what? A love why? The score, Sayo, works at a tea stop and all 3 guys fall for her at the same time. Oh, I guess the Y-Safe is like the 3 brothers colliding over this one gore. Anyway, Sayo is actually the daughter of the evil Strawberry Clan's leader. Sounds like an unusual situation. Like Romeo and Juliet. ×3. Yeah. Strange thing is, this forbidden love story is really big with the office ladies. Yes, Paul? What happens next? I want to know. Miss Sayo. Does Miss Sayo fall in love? She does, doesn't she? Every Sunday at 8 a.m. Want to stop watching Kids Masterpiece Theater starting this week. I can't believe she's really considering it. So what's the Jamming Ninja TV show like? It started from a remake of the old movie, to tell you the truth. The Jamming Ninja, like the samurai shows, is geared towards kids. It's the story of a ninja who can't scare a wall. Became a big pop star anyway. What? He was a really lousy ninja. Absolutely couldn't do any ninja things right at all. But boy, could he sing! With his trusty bright wood guitar in hand, he took the ancient world by storm. A ninja with a bright wood guitar? And then The final fight in front of his beloved Princess Mizola. Jamming versus the Mukoachi 5. Suddenly, our boy Hero catches a not-so-jamming cold the night before Battle 3! That's too bad for him. Yeah. This kind of pop music-based love story is something high school girls really like. Yes, Paul? What happens next? I want to know! The jamming ninja! Will you be able to sing? What about Princess Mizola? Every Sunday at 8 a.m. Oh, what show should I watch? I can't believe he's really considering it. Hey, that's Miss Andrews. She's Matt's manager. Actually, I was interested in her for a little bit. Just a little. Mr. Krabs likes this type of woman. What do you know about Miss Andrews? Well, here's the thing. I don't really know her, you know? There's sort of a small rumor going around about her right now. Rumor? If you're interested, I'll be glad to tell what I know. He's so happy, he looks like a lion that just found his next meal. You mind telling me about this gossip? So you are interested in it. I figured you would be. Yeah. I have such a weakness for celebrity gossip, too. Oh, really? You too, huh? Yeah, so take a look at this. Looks like a tablet Miss Obed would read. Alright, let's see here. Jamming Midnight Rendezvous? To the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss AA. You see now, don't you? What? You can stop pretending to be the Dark Mr. Wright. John Kuida didn't have a manager of his own. Which means if we're talking about a certain manager with the initials AA, Adrian Andrews? Yeah, exactly. This is big news. But it seems kind of odd that woman, Miss Andrews, together with the biggest rival of her clients? It's that wonderful thing that can only happen between two people. Mr. Powers looks so happy. Powers is just following along, not having any idea as to why he's smiling. Well, like the saying goes, one man's garbage is another man's treasure.